Hi, how you doing today? I'm here on my travel channel to give you some tips and tricks for Universal Studios Orlando. Very important. Very important. You get your tickets ahead of time on the Universal Orlando website. It is imperative that you do this so that you do not have to do it at the time of that you get there, because it is usually a long line for buying tickets. So you need to get there. You need to buy your tickets ahead of time. And also, another great tip, get there about 45 minutes, I would say, to get from the parking garage over, because you gotta walk all the way through City Walk. First one you see is Islands of Adventure. So, okay. So let's go through Islands of Adventure. The port of entry has a big store as you're coming in. There's a big store like right over here. There's a smaller store over here, and there's a Christmas store, and as you're coming in. The name, okay. You can actually send your packages to the front of the park. The places that you can pick them up is over at Universal Studios Florida. It is called It's a Wrap. It's just outside of the store itself. It has a big package pickup sign. I have never picked up from there, so I'm not exactly sure exactly where it is. But I do know that over at Universal Studios Florida, it is called Ocean Traders. And you do have to go in a store for that one. It's about halfway down as you're coming in. It's about halfway down on your left. It's about halfway down the port of entry to your left. So as you're coming out, it would be on your right. That's a very good thing to know because of the fact that sometimes, I know, we overshop. I mean, it's just, you see something and it's like, hey, I gotta have it. Hint, hint. So, anyways, we all tend to overshop sometimes, especially if we think that it might be it's your first time there, or you think that it might be your only time that you're ever going there. So, and anyways, if you do stay on a on-site hotel, one of the Universal hotels, you do get you do get an hour early into the Wizarding World. Do not quote me if this video is over a year old, because if you're watching this in 2019 or whatever, I would suggest looking into that first, because they don't always have it, I guess. So, and it might only be just Islands or just Universal. So I would suggest looking at the Universal Orlando website, trying to find out that sort of thing before you decide on that. But if you're staying off-site, I always stay off-site because I think that the on-site ones are too expensive. That's just me personally, though. I mean, don't think that I am telling you do not use the on-site hotels. No, I am not saying that at all. But just to me, they seem a little expensive. So, I mean, but Because, you see, the thing in Florida, I kind of looked at this because I researched, because I don't drive. I noticed that the hotels that are closer to the airport have airport shuttles, but no shuttles to the parks. The ones that are closer to the parks went to the parks, but not to the airport. So, go figure. But anyways, there's a lot of hotels in the immediate area that are off-site. I mean, it's like, I have stayed at the M, and I can't remember the name of the one that I stayed at this last time. But that one's actually closer to the, it's almost right on the corner of Universal Boulevard and International Drive. International Drive is a pretty cool, I love it. It's absolutely cool. But anyways, if you're staying at an off-site hotel and you do not have the luxury of getting an hour in early, I would suggest not going to the Harry Potter until later, maybe like 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Because a lot of people seem to leave at 5 for some reason. I don't know why, because it's a lot of fun, and seeing all it lit up in that, you know, it's like, oh my god, it is so cool. But anyways, I've only stayed past dark once, so once. So, but anyways, like, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's for Harry Potter itself. Be sure to know when the opening time is and the closing time. During the times of the year that they are actually not as busy, they do not stay open as late. During the summer, they're open 9 o'clock till 9 o'clock, sometimes till 10. So, for example, when I was there in July, Islands of Adventure was open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., as was the Universal Studios Orlando. So it's like, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I suggest that you do beforehand, getting your tickets beforehand. If you do happen to lose your ticket, I suggest keeping your email until you go. The email that they send you, I would suggest keeping that until you go, so that you can if you should look in your thing the night before. Look your stuff over the night before. Make sure you have all your tickets printed up and stuff like that. So that, especially if you got like, when the 2 times that I went there, once in 2015 and once in 2016, I actually left this house here. I was up at 2. We left at 3 a.m. and so that I could be at the airport 2 hours before my flight, my flight was at 6, so I wanted to be there by 4. So we had a quick breakfast. We actually had muffin. I actually quick made some muffins the night before, actually. And I quick got the dry ingredients together the night before. And we went, and so all I had to do was measure my liquid ingredients, stir, pop them in the oven. Once they were in the oven, I could go and get changed. And get ready to go. So actually in 2016 we actually took the muffins with us and we were munching on them as we were waiting for our plane. So so that's pretty cool. And so I mean, they suggest you being there at the airport 2 hours before your flight. So, and that's really cool. I love Universal Studios Orlando. It is one of my favorite destinations as far as theme parks. I'm not as much into Disney as I am into the Universal Orlando. I love Universal Orlando. I love Disney. Disney, you are so good. I love you so much. But I love Universal more. I'm sorry. I just love Advent. I just love the Harry Potter is so cool. And I will be doing a separate video today about tips and tricks for Harry Potter. So be on the lookout for that. It should be downloading today. So, because as soon as I'm finished with these, I've already got my laptop out. So I am going to do that as soon as I get finished with doing these videos. So be on the lookout for those. Be on the lookout for my Harry Potter tips and tricks, which I'm going to be doing almost as soon as I'm finished here. So, you guys, I hope you have a good day. Safe travels. And remember, we all need a vacation from time to time. See you next time. Bye.